Before we get into it, I'm doing a massive giveaway, and the giveaway ends when I reach 1 million subscribers. Just subscribe and you're automatically entered, and I'm going to be giving away 100 prizes to 100 people. So subscribe and you're entered. What is up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In this one I have a little bit of a different one for you guys today. So in your everyday life you probably go out to work, to school, or just to go get some shopping, and in your everyday life you meet people. Obviously these people could be your family, your friends, your work colleagues, or even strangers. And in today's society there are a lot of people you can't trust. A lot of people could be out to get you, and some people are weird and like to spy on other people. So hopefully in this video I'm gonna help you not be spied on in the future, because there are some really sneaky methods that people do to actually spy on you and film you and to kind of manipulate people and blackmail people. So for example, your credit card details may have been leaked on websites and stuff because of various scams people have in place with secret cameras and everything. So today we're going to be counting 8 ways you have been spied on in your everyday life. Hopefully you'll enjoy today's video. If you do, leave a like. 1,000 likes and I'll do a similar video, and subscribe to enter my giveaway, and let's get straight into it. So I think we've all established that there are some weird people out there. For example, sex offenders, pedophiles and rapists. They are among the worst people in the world, and they're also among manipulators and blackmailers. So yeah, a lot of people actually put secret cameras in places that they obviously shouldn't. This is really illegal, and it still goes on to this day because a lot of people do illegal stuff to gain money or for sexual thrills and stuff. It's really messed up, but here's how you can kind of defend against it. So anytime you go to like the toilet or you see something suspicious, just try not to obviously like go over there, and if you can, try to report the situation to the police. For example, there are people who put cameras in toilets. They put cameras on their legs to try and spy out people's skirts and stuff. And if you ever see this going on, just report it to your local police or any sort of duty officer nearby, and hopefully it will eradicate the problem in the future, because these people definitely need to be put behind bars. This next scam and spying situation is quite hard to actually see in your everyday life. So if you own like a credit card, a debit card, or any kind of credit card that kind of withdraws money and you need a PIN for it, be careful of these ATM scams. Now people illegally put cameras in ATM machines to kind of spy on your information. Now what this can do is obviously they can get your PIN number and they can steal a lot of money off your account. This has ended people's careers and has sometimes led to suicide. So this is how serious the situation is. So if you spot anything a little bit mysterious about your local ATM or anything, unfortunately these scams are really hard to detect as well, but if you do find anything a little bit strange, then definitely report it, and hopefully this will save a lot of heartache for a lot of people in the future, because this can really affect people's lives, and I think it's really messed up that people actually do this in general. But yeah, hopefully this hasn't ever happened to you, and let me know in the comment section if anything like this has happened, because I would hate it if it was me. So if you didn't know, if you guys have a webcam on your iPhone or any phone you have, a computer, an iMac, any sort of smartphone device, and pretty much anything that can get hacked into, then you are at massive risk. So if anything is online in your house, for example your computer, and you can access the internet, you can get a virus. Now what viruses can do, certain viruses allow hackers to actually get into your webcam and use information that you say over the webcam against you. For example, if you're in the room and your webcam is on, the hacker can obviously see you, and if you give away any information, the hacker now knows that information, and people can also use this to blackmail you. For example, if you're like undressing accidentally in front of the camera, then the hacker can say that he's going to leak it to all your friends if you don't give over an important password or something. And yeah, just to make sure this doesn't happen, all you need to do is just clear anything you have from viruses, and to pretty much always check if you have any viruses on your computer. They're quite hard to get rid of sometimes, but if they're hard, then just take them to a shop before you risk any further injury. Another way you could potentially be spied on is if you are a victim of the camera spy bagging scheme. So what a lot of people do to kind of spy on people and film people is to actually put a camera in their bag and film people in very revealing situations. For example, if there's like young kids, a lot of pedophiles and rapists will film these kids and basically just point the bag which the camera is in at the kids and then watch and review the film later on. This is highly illegal, and there's actually a video online, I'll link it in the description if I remember, that this guy was actually caught and arrested. Now this is a very serious crime, of course, because you can't film people without their consent. And yeah, this guy got a lot of time for this and was probably on the sex offenders list because it's a very serious offence. So yeah, if you ever see someone a little bit suspicious, if you ever see like a camera, just ask the guy what's going on, and if he just seems really suspicious about it, try and report it to the police, because that's probably the best situation.
Hey, he recording people with their little girls. He recording people under their dress, dog. Yeah. Look at the hole in the bag right here.
So with a similar situation from the last one, people actually put cameras on their legs somehow. So if they got baggy trousers on, for example, or baggy pants if you're in America, then there are little creases that people put little cameras in, and obviously this gives them the perfect advantage to sneak up cameras, like obviously up people's skirts and stuff, which is honestly really disturbing and horrifying to hear how many weird people there are out there. But yeah, if you just see anything a little bit weird, if anyone's just raising one leg in the air just randomly, then be sure to definitely report this, because it's definitely something to report. And even if it's nothing, you might as well, because this could save a lot of heartache and put one weirder person in prison if they need to be. So yeah, obviously if you're a victim of one of these scams or spying situations, then you know what it's like to be kind of manipulated in this situation, and it's really disturbing. So hopefully this never happens to any of you guys, but a lot of sneaky techniques are used by a lot of weird people in the world these days. This next scam is very difficult to get out of, but there is quite a simple solution compared to the rest of them. So a lot of people are known to put cameras in bags to try to like spy on people when they're at home. Obviously they like have their cameras and they put them in people's bags, pockets and whatnot, and through this sort of technique they can extract information and use it against them to maybe manipulate them, or of use of other means as well. For example, just like as a sexual means, people like to spy on people for whatever reason. So just to make sure you don't fall into this one, just check your pockets and your bag regularly for any cameras anyone has left in there, otherwise a lot of your information could be at risk. So next up, we probably have the most old-fashioned way to spy on someone. So before the years of cameras and all of these complicated equipment that you need to spy on someone, which is creepy in itself and you should never do, people obviously used to just stalk people. Now stalkers obviously still exist and they do use these advanced methods, but the most basic method of stalking is just to follow someone constantly. And this is what a lot of people do. For example, private investigators spy on people to see what people get up to, and yeah, police use this in situations to find information, and a lot of bad people and messed up people also use this. So you should probably never do this unless you're a private investigator or something like that. This next little scam and very illegal thing to do to spy on people is known as a little salesman trick. Now, if you ever buy an iPhone from a dodgy stop which isn't actually Apple owned, or if you buy a Samsung from a place which isn't Samsung and you buy it from like a corner shop or an off-license place, then there is also a possibility that you could be being spied on right now. So if you just buy an iPhone off a random person in the street, for example, they could put a device on that iPhone and kind of manipulate all of the device inside to make sure that you're being spied on. And yeah, they could do this by replacing the camera with one that feeds through to an iPhone of theirs, and they could just manipulate a lot of devices inside of that iPhone. So make sure that you just buy it legally and don't just go for like a really cheap knockoff version. Just go for the real thing and just go to an Apple store, for example. Thank you all so much for watching this video, guys. If you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe to enter my huge giveaway. And yeah, check out my other videos, they should be on the screen now. I really hope you enjoyed this one. It's a little bit different, but yeah, if you did enjoy, share it around so none of your friends or family get scammed by this, and hopefully we can get all of these scammers and weird stalkers off of the streets and off the internet. So see you guys later, goodbye.